Hi, this is David with entry number 559, 560, something around there. Here's a curious sight. See all those boxes? That is a shipping hub for a very large corporation here called Shin. And if you're not aware, which you probably aren't, Shin is a food manufacturer that produces a lot of different kinds of snacks and food. But I think the most famous thing, the most famous product that they make is something called instant ramen. And sorry for this noise. I think if you've lived in the US for any amount of time in the last 50 years or so, 40 years, you'd heard of this. And a lot of people in the US consider ramen to be instant ramen. But in fact, it's a much different product than what ramen actually is. So yeah, that's just a thing. Oh, so this company is essentially one of the more interesting companies. So there's these corporations here in Korea that are essentially like, well, I don't know how to put it. They're like conglomerates, and that a conglomerate is like a business that's so large that it diversifies in different products. There's stuff called like vertical integration, where a company can basically sell a product and create all the components necessary to make the product as well. And that's like a column, right? Or it's a vertical system because everything is centered by one central business. So what was I saying by bringing that up? Oh, so these companies here in Korea, essentially, there's some of the biggest ones. The 2 or 3 biggest ones are actually joint companies started by Japanese Koreans, and I believe Nongshim is one of those companies. It might be owned. No, I'm pretty sure it is. So the biggest product they make, and I think the most well-known here in Korea, is something called Shin ramen. And the name Shin is a family name here, and that's actually a Japanese name. So that shouldn't be really that surprising. But yeah, so when I first found that out, it's spelled like Shin, like the front part of the bottom part of your leg. Yeah, I kind of did some research into it because it's a very interesting kind of conundrum that, a long time ago, these Japanese Koreans started arguably some of the most successful businesses in the country that are still in operation today. And I think taking that into account and thinking about what that means for a country that somewhat despises Japanese folks, it's kind of an interesting problem to have. I'm here today in Hopjeong. This is a really cool area. This is on World Cup Street, which is a famous kind of thing because this is where they built, I think in like 2002 or 2004 or whatever, they had the World Cup tournament here. And there's this big stadium at the end of the street. And it's pretty cool, but it's not something that, like, I think most people really care about. But yeah, today's been good. Today's, I think, so far the hottest day of the summer. It's projected, I think, to be around 88 degrees, like Fahrenheit or whatever. So it's pretty intense. Yesterday was really cool. I had 3 meetings yesterday, which were really, really nice. 2 of them happened to be with missionaries, so it's not like one of them happened to be with missionaries, so it wasn't like a total like revolutionary thing, or like novel thing, I should say. But yeah, it was a good, pretty good, solid day. And had another meeting with my mentee, or whatever you want to call it, English tutor or whatever. So, or 2D, I don't know what you call it, pupil. And yeah, so it's a pretty cool time. I mean, it's not literally cool because it is really hot today, and I foolishly wore this jacket or this blazer thing. So I don't know. But anyway, yeah, I know this was a bit of a ramble, but there's not too much new to say. This is a really cool area of the city. There's a lot of trees. It's shaded really nicely, and it has a lot of cool restaurants, ethnic restaurants, that you don't really find around most places in Korea. Just across the way over there, you can't really make it out, but that building right there is a pretty large Thai restaurant. And where I'm about to go in, I've been kind of meandering. You can see there's the kitchen. This is a cafe right here. It's right there. It's a German style cafe. I'm just kind of curious to see what's inside. So I'm gonna check that out in a minute. So yeah, that's about it. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk with you in a couple days. Bye.